quick overview of the tournament. I hope so you guys will love it, and definitely this is gonna be awesome because just the roadmap says all. Now, I will be your only host, Quirky York, for the day for the finals today. So let's go with it. Without further delay for the first game. There will be 5 games tonight, and this is the very first game that you're gonna watch right now. 20 teams on the lobby, and we see at first the team took Tesla took to be heading in for the poaching at first. Where some other teams have just started the game. I see team RGPs while losing out the teams, team Beyond 13 while no not Beyond 13 but yeah, team B13 to lose out some, and then they're gonna encounter with it too. So yeah, some of the brawls have just been started, and there is team QQ which is going in with some grenades, means that battle is definitely having in close combat. Team B13 players now the while team Nexus gets inside in the okay garage, and now it's time for to make the clutch. Oh, he switched the weapon to the PP, and then he took out the player. That's how he got the mission to rescue up his 2 of the players again. But hey, that is not what, there is another team who has targeted. Now it's gonna be a good push, but before even they came close, real close, no name. Oh, we're prepared with one of the rescues, but now the rescue like milk needed a good first aid kit to be popping in real quick, but he couldn't do that, and that's where Killer Crew on Rampage just actually did show the Rampage upon on the team. While with 2 of the eliminations, the team will continue to the rest of the matches. This is the very first stage for the team KKR. The full name would be Killer Crew on Rampage. Nice. And that's how the tag was made. I know a name like KKR on ICC, like Indian Cricket Councils, but this is such a good name. Definitely, I do know all of the teams because we have met before. So I just see the battle was started from the team next, and the team took 4 points before even they get eliminated. There are lots of other teams to be in the brawls, in the clashes. Now we see Boyka. Oh, I love the character. It's a legendary one. And Boyka actually goes on Rampage 2 at the very beginning of the competition. Like if you look at the first stage, Farm becomes the center here, and 4 teams I can see just maintaining the path while being on Farm and Meta. While on Mansion there was the player named as Boyka who completes his elimination target and took the point for the team. Now it's as Moose on the kill feed with QQ Peck, and I see that the player actually took his elimination while Musa still in front of us on screen on this Melta location, while the QUY, the OQ or DQ, I guess this is OQ. Okay, not bad. Okay, QQ. Okay, thanks. There is the Repace brother with me who is helping me out. Thank you so much for being so humble right now. We see 3 teams on the eliminations list or eliminated list, and now the rest of the 17 teams are gonna start. For team QQ, it's been a great loss because the rest of the 3 players are gone, so only one of the players left. And for the team S, yeah, I hope so, the team loses to the players and now holds 2 the members left to compete on this leaderboard. Now the leaderboard has not yet taken any pictures or any placements till now, just the first match, and yet to be analyzed like how the competition is gonna take place amongst these dominators. For now we see team QQ's, team KKR's, team S, and team GG's, team SW's, team Thugs esports. Yeah, then there will be team G's, team A's, team Hope, team 3T's means Tok Tesla Toks, and then there will be team SBN, team FNC's, the team named as THE, and then team Glory, team NXS, and NXS means Nexus, I hope so. Yeah, and there are some other teams too who would be with us for the competition. Now if we look out for the highest kill securation amongst team who is surviving that will definitely be the team on the number one position right now with their first four eliminations. And the team just didn't lose any of the players, and that means the team is really getting careful with their execution plans. Now, from farm, it's gotta be a good rotation by the team Shockwave for real. The tag does or the name does FR, and FR does count to it for real. But I see Team QQ's been just finishing the game from the very first stage for now. Now, it's another moment with the other teams. I see a battle taking place in the Sosnovka Island. This is a player which took some time to get out of the vehicle and try to trace one. Then there will be Team 99 Esports. Wow, I love the name. And I was just, tried to understand like how they named right there. But look at that 1v1. That is quick, right? He did missed it with a DBS in hand, and that is not to be meant to, but he missed it, right? So that's a matter of fact. Like, even if you just imagine yourself in that place, like you're having a good cover behind a tree, you are having a good DBS, like a shotgun in your hand, and then an opponent comes towards you with an assault rifle like an AUG, and then you just missed to the shots, and the opponent takes you out. It's really, it really hurts. And I guess the player must be cut hurt right now after being missed with the shots. For now, the first zone will be shifted in between the farm and militant. I see lots of teams gathering to the farm, where the military base becomes a good place to take a proper 4v4 bit into the teams like SVN and the team 99. Then there is another place where a battle can take a place, that I see team Hope, where I see a player named as Rosemary, which is so popular nowadays. We know a guy like Rosemary, all of us, the whole world knows him. And he plays very well on the World Cup of PUBG Mobile. And now it's time to showcase these skills, right? Yeah, still there are 16 teams to go, and the lobby really begins from now on. As we do know, like on officials, there are only 16 teams participating on every lobbies. And after just been watching that for the teams being eliminated on the very second stage, in between the second stage, there are only 16 teams left, and that's where we start the main competition, right? So yeah, now let's talk about the battles. I see team GG's, while one of the players will be taken out, and then team SVNs, while one of the players been taken out, team Thug Life Esport, while they've been taken out, or not the complete of the squad, but only two of the players. No, that's not all. The players would be secured, and we saw Team Pain and Glory to be taken out, another elimination for the team. And then the team 3Ts comes up on kill feed to say us hi, we here inside the competition, and we do know how to take out points, right? Yeah, let's go with the map, with the road map. It's Team 99 Esports with another brawl, and then Team 99 just loses all of the three. And now it's only the final player which goes in for a good clutch, but the grenade will be blasted out on the right spot, and the grenade will definitely take out their own teammates too. But they were too careful, they're too known to the situation, like what can happen, what more disasters can happen here. And they did calculate it, like if they uses the grenade while the player being close to the enemy, and with the enemy, the teammate would only get a knockout but not to be get finished in an instant. So yeah, so definitely they have calculated it earlier. But from the next place, it's team Nexus Gaming to be battling against team Treaties. And look at team Treaties, wow, using those abilities such accurately, and then the spray comes further, and the grenade comes further too. It takes not only one but three of the players of team Testlight Tokes. And now we see the final player like Easy, name was also been pressed out just like that from a third party. And there is Terminal from team Shockwave FRs, which actually taken the points. by the third party. But yeah, if it was a proper 4v4, I hope Team 3T should have better chances from next time. So we'll look out for that. But for now, it's the team Shockwave BFR, which actually interrupted while two the teams were engaged, and the team took the advantages of securing the kills as early as possible, as quick as possible, before even the kills get stolen. That's a matter of fact. Now we see the table toppers still having their four of eliminations maintained. Now we cannot count how much position points they're taking from the game, but we definitely can do count, like, uh, from these 5 games, which team will be able to become the winner, because it's 1 day for the finals, and 2 day for per week for two the finals, and it will definitely take like total of 6 weeks to complete the complete tournament, the roadmap. And the roadmap was like 1200 US dollars for the prize money, and per night or on a per finals, it will be the 100 US dollars in the prize money list. Now it's Team Gurklini Sports. We've seen them in previously. We met them together right here. I'm talking about the caster part with the teams, like how we met on previous tournaments. I have seen them, like how is the potential and what mistakes they're doing in, and what strategies they can blend in inside. And now I do know like where the zone can be shifted real quick, because this meta is completely different rather than others, and the zone sometimes takes places in the mid. But definitely I'd love to make some count on 80%, like the zone goes on the on a single side rather than going in the middle in terms of the shifts. For now, it's 13 teams available. That means you definitely understood, like 7 teams were eliminated from the early casualties, and some of them could take the points, but some of them could not. I see that the 4 teams were gone without any single elimination points, or you might say like any single points, because now we only can count the eliminations, right? So there's no point for to talk out about the position points or the bonus points. So yeah, we see 3 teams being beneficial there. Well, they took out 2 and 4. That's a good thing, because at least you're not getting empty-handed from the game. But the 13 teams, in between this 13 teams, there are like 2 teams who are definitely gonna face some difficulties while on being on the fourth and fifth stages. Like the rest of the stages, the next harder stages, because then they will be in need of firepower, the manpowers to go in splits, and to just apply their strategies, whatever they have planned. But I guess that'll be tough to deal, so because the teams are just only having 2 members in the count. So yeah, only these 2 can battle. But if and only if they takes a play in the middle of the 2 players, I hope so it will be easy for them to bait them out and to finish them out and to take the points. But for now, it's the location of Melta, where the zone actually supports, and for the third time. And definitely the teams are getting happy for that, because Merita is a good city to be holding on to, and just lots of team can be inside on Melita, as it looks so small, but the structure says that you can definitely have 2 compounds for your team to be maintaining that close radius. But 14 KKR, the fighters, are definitely going to be okay, a trade, I hope so. But the team did scouted for so many times, but just only reading the movements but not doing anything. 14 Gurkling in sports, it's been really good in being inside in the third stage, while the team has their first 2 elimination points too. And that's a matter of fact that the team Gurkling Sports loses also 1. So if you talk about the trade, like you're losing one of your players and just taking 2 points, this is really going to be bad. But if you took out for the eliminations in terms of the trade of one of the players, then that might count as a good strategy, because if you just count one of the players for the rest of the 4 points, then definitely it's going to be 16 eliminations if you just count for your players to be in trading in. But now it's not that yeah, it's not that real, because Tim Gurkling loses 1 and just got to the eliminations, in terms of that. But definitely the team looks forward, looks outside too, like any of the new teams comes forward and tries to be inside in the zone, by having a close path to the team Kirkland Esports, the tagged as GEs. But for now, the battle has been started in the Western Mid, and the battle was happening between Team Shockwave FR, which took 7 of the eliminations. And definitely, you can understand like how many teams they were fighting for. They were fighting for two of the teams in within this fourth stage. Wow, that's a matter of fact, because now we know that which team became dominative on this first game. But definitely the encounters are ready. As I see, the encounter happened too quick for Team Shockwave for while they are taking some time to rescue the players again. And then the team Nexus Gaming just has to complete or end the journey from the first game from here. While being 13th, we just taking 4 of the eliminations. I guess not 4, but 2 of the eliminations were there. But if you look out for the kill feed, there was clutches. Yeah, definitely there was some clutches. But I see that Team Kirtland Esports being in so beneficial for now, but I guess they'll not be having that much of time as the players are rushing in too quick, and Plick now needs to make a good clutch, but definitely he needs to trace out one. And here we go, he just traced out one of the players, and now he wants to do the second. He got the second one too. Gurkling Esports just humiliated Team Killer Crew on Rampage, and it's just been the final 11 teams to play off for the cheek container. Well, you can see Team Gurkling Esports been traced on right here, and definitely from the next stages, from the next corners, the team should definitely try to trace out Team Kirkland Sports, even if it tries to get out of the compound. But for now, it will definitely be the team some INC reverse or revenge. Okay, revenge. Sometimes the texture actually just got a bit of blurry, and or it gets blurry, so I'll just keep it up within. So let's talk about Team some INC revenge while the. Yeah, I know that, because the server is not boosted, right? Yeah, I know the limitation. So, but definitely, in terms of just watching the screen, sometimes it makes the problem, because I cannot read out the names. But that's not a matter of concern to be or not to be concerned that much, because I can just clearly continue with the situation, because now we see the zone being supported on the or in between the mail tower. You can see like beside mail tower, but yeah, lots of teams are taking the edge, because no one can show the guts of being in center right now at this moment, because there are 11 teams, and definitely that's a count of high. So I can see that this is the fifth stage, while you do only have 1 minute of time to just be inside of this zone. If you do not, then your HPs will be dragged down as quick as possible, because of the fifth stage. And it's like a chemical, which if that touches you, you'll be just losing your HPs in just seconds. Now, if we talk about the team Pain, yeah, then the team took a lot of time to be in this fifth stage, but they're not definitely having the place inside in the zone, so they need to struggle on and on so that they can have a good place. While Team Fanatic Esports, I love the name, definitely Fanatic Esports, which has a good impression in India, and that's it. But the names are really quick, but sometimes I do have some doubts, like if the real Indian teams are just participating, then we must be assured about the audiences. Like there should be lots of audiences in the watching list, but definitely one day that's gonna happen in this region too. So the teams, yeah, thanks to you for being so determined and so passionate while you are participating to the tournaments. And that's really good, because if you didn't, then I would have been no chance. Yeah, I would have no chance to just witness your skills. For now, the team Hope will be eliminated, and they just finished on top 11th with no of the kills. Then we see Team Bat Squad being eliminated with only 3 of the eliminations. Then it's Team SWS. While you can clearly read out the map, the Team SWS trying to get closer to Team Fanatic Sports. Team Fanatic being in trouble, while Team Glory being on the kill feed. Team SVs fighting on the edge. Yeah, or from the edge to from the edge to the edge. That's literally good. It's Chris Z or Krish. But Chris, it's a good name. Then I see Team Fanatic being just defending themselves. It's Team Shockwave being close to the Team Fanatic, and that might lead Team Fanatic be in trouble because now they cannot even execute the compound. Okay, there is another trace, and Harkit just traced out one of the players of Glory, but the team definitely named as Pain and Glory. So now they do share the pain, and definitely they want to share the glory too. The grenade goes really smooth, and it actually clears the obstacle to just from the path. And now the team Pain and Glory can definitely have a good breathing space for the team to make out the rescues for now. Now we see the top 7 teams are available, while the Infinity Sports being transferred just like that in a quick bit seconds. The team SWS traced them all, and that's how the team are going back to the lobby. While Team Pain and Glory being just so aggressive for now, as they do know what's happening there. But oh, look at that! The HP was not that good for the player, but I see that Pain and Glory did struggle a lot. Look at that! Look at what is that? He was just in point blank one HP, and what it did, it didn't heal up, and he tried to trace out on the edge of the northern, which actually got them another elimination point. The team is really desperate to have the elimination points, and in terms of elimination, no one can beat them in this game for now. As you see, there's some other teams left, like All Seeing Eyes, as they do share a tag of aces. Yeah, that's how you can know like how the alphabets can mean to the words. All Seeing Eyes, they want to watch out for every corner possible, or they want to gather every intel and then plan and then so on. They'll just continue to the competition to just be the last team standing on the lobby for now. This map is on Erangel, and the teams are only in count of 3, where it's gonna be 3v1. But even only if team All Seeing Eyes can be able to rescue up their player, which is in a bit of trouble for now, the team can have full of the members standing on. But the grenade goes really dangerous, and that grenade was from Surprise and his teammate too. Wow, they're both using the grenades, and these grenades are just dealing a lot of damage to the team All Seeing Eyes, while the team definitely faces the trouble. Now there's no time left to go for the rescue. Only one of the players remaining, and the player just chooses to rescue one of the players at first. But even if he tries, so will he be able to complete the task? I guess that's not gonna happen, because Team Pain and Glory are gonna definitely trace them out with the grenades only. But now we see the team Pain and Glory in a good lead, right? Definitely you do understand what's gonna happen, because I do have a good feeling like Team Pain and Glory can really have the final finish in their hands. But oh, the third party was massive, and Team All Seeing Eyes definitely wants to go with the encounters, but Team Glory just takes the lead again and just eliminates Logic right from there. It's the 15 number elimination that the team Pain and Glory has gotten from the very first game. Remember, you do only have 1 day for 1 finals, and only 5 games in that 1 day to be on top. But look at that spot. It is Surprise, which surprised All Seeing Eyes that, hey, I have seen you and I know who you are, so do not hide. You can run, but you cannot hide from me. Such a good announcement, and that's clear. That's a clear statement with the team Pain and Glory. And for now, gentlemen, the battle has become in a close combat. It's gonna be in a 3v3, where we see the team Glory, like Pain and Glory, being in trouble, and that's a problematic place. But somehow Boyka, oh wow, he can go for a good trace, but he really knows that where the grenades are gonna come. But then Boyka got caught up, and the chicken did that goes for team Some INC Revenge. I see the name, and the team Pain and Glory as being eliminated. Even after dominating so far and taking out almost 16 eliminations, the team lost to the lead of Team Chicken Dinner. It was a complete proper 4v4 between the teams, but somehow somehow the team Pain and Glory made a little bit of mistake and just lost all. But definitely, even without the chicken data, the team has taken more than 20 plus points. I can clearly count that that number is definitely going to be 20 plus. So let's talk about the team which have all the chicken dinner, right? Yeah, we'd love to count out the points, like how much points they have been able to take out from the game, from the first game, because the competition has been in the set. But gentlemen, there is some information to be passing out for you guys, and the information is, you know, on every tournament or every kind of competition, the first three games becomes the 0 point reset matches. While let me explain further, the team which took the chicken dinner here, it's Poison,
From
it's
INC Revenge.
Boyka, and the rest of the teammates. Like, what's the name?
From INC Revenge.
Yeah, so it's this INC Revenge, and we could get a good shortcut on that, but I'm definitely not gonna be needing that. But yeah, taking the chicken dinner, the team would definitely hold a good place on the top of the board. They're having 10 eliminations. Definitely the chicken dinner that counts on 20 points, and we have seen even without the chicken dinner how the team Pain and Glory has completed the same number of points in terms of taking from the single game, right? But there is the MVP of this first game, and that's Glory Vakaris. Vakaris, you can say, like the pronunciation should be like Vakaris because the V gets hidden. So yeah, it's Glory Vakaris, and we see him taking 8 eliminations with 1263 of damages in total, and there was 4 assists and 540 total healings and 19 minutes and 34 seconds of survival time by the player. Walker is by Team Pain and Glory, which actually dominated so far. Even if there was 16 eliminations by the whole team, then there was just the 50% contribution by this single player from the team. And then we see surprise from the same team, which has taken 7 eliminations, now both completed of taking 15 elimination points. Man, that's massive. Then if you talk about Team SW, there was Terminis Gig, which got 5 elims. Then it was Poison Shah, which took 6 eliminations, and there was Musa from Team S, which took 4 eliminations too. So these were the top 5 players of a recent match, the first game, and this is the Invicta series, which has gotten a big prize money. Like in terms of the prize money, there was 1200 US dollars. I've seen that, and per final gets 100 US dollar in terms of prize pool, and one day for the finale. Man, what more do you want? It's just 2 finals per week, and a total of 12 finals are there. This is the 4th finale you're watching right now. Hashtag fourth, right? So yeah, thanks to the audiences, thanks to the teams for participating here. Now we see Team Glory has been able to take 22 points with the chicken dinner. Team Sam INC Revenge has been able to take 20 points, and that settled the score. Like the gap is 2 points only. That will be settled. And then Team Shock FR, which took 14. Team Gurgling Sports, which took a 9 from 7, which took 7. What? Team 7, which took 7 points here? That's a good match. Team All Seeing Eyes, which took 6 points. And Team The Fighters, which took 5 points for the Team Security Sports, 4 points for the teams like Killer Crew on Rampage and Team Nexus Sports, and then 3 points for the team like Bat Squad, 2 points for the Team QQ, like Q Kai, and Q Koi. Yeah, the pronunciation should be like that. Then it is Team Fanatic Sports with 12 eliminations and total points, like yeah. Then there was Team Nexus Gaming with 20 points, 2 points for the Team Beta, and then no points for 5 teams. Those teams were like Thug Life Esports, Team Hope, Team Talk, Guys Talks, and Team Real G's, and 99 Esports. Hold on, let's walk out through the schedule, like how many matches are there and what is the sequence of the maps. Like the first match was on the Erangel, and then the second match would definitely be on the Miramar. You got only one rondo in the terms of the party. Like the teams can definitely have the recall tower, and by using the recall they surely have a second life to take as much point as possible, because now you can count the 20 teams as like 40 teams If you count 20 teams, there's like 20 teams, and if every one of the teams can have the recall for one of the players, then it'll definitely count as like 160 total kills are available in this game. Like how many kills? Yeah, 20 teams with their 4 players counts as 80 players in this lobby. And if you count that as double, if all of the team gets the recall in Rondo, then it would definitely be counted as 160 kills are available. Let's see how much points one of the team can gather. Now it's time for us to take a little bit of break. I was your host Quicker for the custard desk, so I guess we're gonna have a break. If not, no worries. But yeah, let's be right back. Hey, hi! As promised, after such a short little break, we're back again with the competition, gentlemen. Welcome to Invicta series with the grand prize money of 1200 US dollars, and per final gets 100 US dollar in the terms of the money. And this is the fourth finale that is running right now, currently, with only 5 games for the night. We have seen the competition that was settled in between 2 points only, that needs to be settled because the top two teams were having 22 and 20 points. Even one took 22 points without the chicken dinner, and the other took 20 points with the chicken dinner. Like, no one is just getting the terms. Yeah, but let's forget that. Let's focus on this part for right now, because as we do know, like on the first 3 games, nobody becomes the topper and nobody becomes the competitor. Everyone is just competing for their own self. And as per the first game, we do know like one team can have the highest point and the other team can have some gaps sharing with them. But definitely for the this Miramar game, there will be a new table topper crowned on top, and then they will be dethroned on the third game. And it happens all of the time, so no need to worry that much. The main competition begins from the first third games, not third but fourth games. Yeah. So the main competition will be started from the very fourth game according to the points, and there we can count some like top five teams, and then the mid five teams, or like mid eight teams, and then we can count like the bottom teams. And we would be just dividing the overall leaderboard in three parts, and then there will be like the bottom jump up, the mid jump up, and the tabletopper shuffles. That's it for now. The team Pain and Glory would be on top with their 22 points, and yet they started the Miramar game with the first blow too. And then there is the team B13 with their first point. Only the two the teams like B13 and team Pain and Glory has gotten the first point, and then it's team next NXT No Name, which has came on cool feet and took his first knock but couldn't finish the first knock. And there we see the team next is both, while the team just being inside the compound. And now it's the San Martin, where the teams are just fighting in a proper 4v4, in a proper head-on. But for team next esports, it's not going that good for now, as team B13 has taken the place on to. And now Pablo DSX, who needs to make it 1v1, he was able to do that. I was so scared according to his POV. And there's Matsuda, who would love to come close, but Pablo from, oh my goodness, what is that? That was such a quick peek, and it is such nice shot. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? Pablo DSX is just making out clutches, just clutching out the whole team of B13, and now he knows where the final player is. He goes in some P-fires from the left and the right, but Pablo DSX, well, wants to eliminate the kills too. Nice. Confirms two of the knocks, and now just gives some of the time to the team so that they makes the mistake of making out the rescue. I hope so the rescue would be completed, but I just do pray like before the grenade even comes close to the team completes the rescue. But now Pablo DSX understands where the players are, and now also understood the point that the players are not having that much HPs left, but there is a shotgun and he cannot trade with the shotgun now. Pablo missed one of the shots, but that was such quick move by team B13. Definitely this starting is going to be aggressive, and then No Name dodged one and then just pre-fired onto the point and just got another knock. It's just the final player, but he has a good shotgun indeed. That was the final finish by Pablo DSX, who eliminated a B13 team from here by making out and 1v3. A clean start by the team, but not definitely a good start. It was a clean start, but not a good start. How? Because they have lost to the players, and that's the point I was trying to make. Because if you just go for the first 4 eliminations and just lose all of your teammates, then what's the point? Because you still have a lot of time to complete the game, right? So definitely before taking such risks, you should think twice. But we all do know, like, on the draw clash battles, it's a proper 50-50. Now you see the team fighters, while they're fighting from Picado, and definitely the team loses to the members too, but there was no confirmation of any of the knocks or any of the kills. So now the team that'll be S, who is fighting against the fighters. Oh, wow, this has got to be a good story, right? Yeah, because the team which is named as the fighters are fighting against team S, while team S doesn't find any opportunities to just make a knocks, and then while they tried to deal with one of the players of the team fighters. Meanwhile, Team Fighters had just secured a good flank angle, while it was so smooth to watch out the opponent to be just tracing with my teammate or like engaging with his own teammate. And then it was damn clear to finish out the player while he got him in an off guard. So that's a matter of fact. Like if the player knew like there is a player coming in from a different flank angle, then it could have been switching his weapon or the crosshair to the next angle to trace out the player too. But I wish if he would only have a shotgun in hand, then he might have some chances left to do the job. But that was an assault rifle, and before you just make your crosshair to be switching into the different angle too quick, your opponent, if he watches you at first, he's definitely gonna take you out. Now we lost to the teams like Team S and Team B13. Now we do still see 18 teams are available, while Team Tesla Tokes being in problem, and now the team would definitely be wasted and wasted the time from this game. Oh, that was a bad moment for the team, but not to be worried that much, because this is just the second game, and if you even do finish the game with 0 points, just mark my words, on the very third game you can be in top 5 teams in just real quick. See, on top 5 it's just 9 points, on top second it's 20, but on top third it's just 14 points. So if you take more than 14 plus, you just be on top 3. But there's a point, that is, if you take 14 points, no, if you share a gap of 14 points and you need to fill those gaps of 14 points, then if you just take those 14 points by the game in a combination of kills and placements like bonus points, and then your opponent also takes those 14 points, then the gap would remain the same. There will be no change. But if you eliminate your opponent at first, if there comes any chance to just take them out one by one and all, and then there might be a possibility like the much points will be gathering together, the points will be counted as the gap fillers, while in terms of comparing with the competitors that the teams you're competing with. For now, the team named as Fanatic Esports, while they're dealing with Team Gurglin Esports. That's a matter of fact, where Team Gurglin loses their first player. This is the first time they have been in that train. Okay, now the journey would be struggling. That is struggle, but I hope so that find a better place for them to continue. And then it's to Fanatic Esports, while being engaged 1400 meters away from the first stages. It's the second. Okay, so now the team are not scared about their losses in terms of HPs. It's gonna be good, but for a team like Thug Life Esports, which couldn't make that much points in the first game, it's really a good match, a good game, like an important one. So just if they can make it work out, then that might be a good thing for the team. For the team Pain and Glory. Oh, I see. After the confirmation of first two eliminations, the team has gotten their third knock. I hope so. The knock I'm talking about has already been confirmed. So if we talk about Team Fanatic, then definitely the team loses their players more and more rather than Team Kirkland does. But now Team Kirkland Esports, takes a bit of time here. Okay, so for the situation, Team Fnatic Esports cannot switch their position while they can only rely on to their next player. But before even the player takes his place, his position, Tim Kirkland understood what was about to happen and just left from there. It's Team SW's Shinra, which took not only one but two but three knocks, I hope so. And the player just goes in for some finishes for now, as this is a big loss for Team Thug Life Esports while they loses three. Now, another information I'd love to pass out to you guys, because I'm a shoutcaster, but I'm a casting director too. So while I cannot shout that much because it's really the late night in my region and my neighbors are sleeping right now, so if I just go in that aggressive form, then definitely everybody would be woke up like, hey, there are some robbers maybe, and someone is just shouting like, help, 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 there's some robbers. So I guess you guys would understand the moment, the situation that I'm in right now. So yeah, while being in the comfort zone, I'm trying my level best to go with the competition so that you can be connected with the competition and you can do realize or analyze like how the teams are participating and what their plan really is. It's 17 teams in the survival on this very second stage with having time of 50 seconds, while we see the team fighters being after losing three of the players at the first stage at the very beginning from the drop clashes. Now the team is just struggling to find a good place to be rely on. There we see Team RGs, okay, and there was a player which has gotten the lead, but I hope so the knock was being confirmed, okay, but no, it should not be, or it should be. I guess it happened. But let's not just bargain too much. Let's be accurate with the informations, because 17 teams and all of them are different. Now, for Team SIR, it should be a passive start from the beginning. Oh, but look at the crash. It was a longer one. Okay, okay, a big one, but they cannot go with the finishes. There are some other players too to be chasing in for the kills, but for Team 99 Esports, they only can interfere from long ranges, I guess so. But okay, somehow they have got interested. Yeah, they're interested to be in close with the teams and battle in a triple threat match. I see Team Pain and Glory, while being the tabletop, or this team thinks to make a consistent gameplay or deliver a top-notch one. Okay, I guess so. Here is Team SWs. Okay, not the thing that I'm talking about. I was talking about like how Team Shockwave FR took the decision and completed the decision in real quick. What? Did he get that? There was knocks in just seconds. And just, it's just like a dream. Like when it happened, when it finished, when it started, nobody had a trace at all. For now, this journey would be ended for the team THES B13 RG. Yeah, and then team 3Ts. Uh-oh. This team named as 3Ts took Tesla talks, which impressed me a lot ago. Yeah, I was talking about the time, but definitely the team talk Tesla talks are just choking out today. It's the second game and they're not having any single eliminations, even not from any placements. So that is a matter to be concerned about, because Team Tesla Talks were having some good players, in the roster. I do believe the roster remains the same. If not, there might be some changes. Yeah, it happens on this esports lineups. The player changes in a bit of quick, but now it depends on the situation, because that's why they do share the six-man roster for a single team, while only four can participate at a time, and the rest of the two can witness, analyze, and just improve themselves by playing or sharing with other players, and that's where I find some conflicts. Because if it happens as always, like with only four players, if a team can run that good, then what's the point of taking this to the players? Okay, but there are lots of explanations for that, because the rest of the two players, while we are counting the six-man roster, they are definitely helpful when a player just faces trouble while joining in with the game, inside the game. And there is an example that I'd love to share with you all. Maybe you have heard of Young and Galacticos, the world champion. The team only has four players, and with just those four players and one of the coaches, the team was able to pull off the World Cup championship title and won a lot of money, a lot of reputation, and a lot of loves, and just became the leaders of the worldwide competition in terms of PUBG Mobile competition, right? Yeah, and now that's the example, and that's the point I was talking about. You only need four players and one of the coaches to just be in a real business. Now it's Team Hope. While we see Rosemary, the name's so popular from Alter Ego, a popular team, but the Rosemary, the player, is just also playing good here. We do know that this is not the same player of the original one, but definitely it's a good player, right? Yeah, his senses are sharp. He knows what to do, when to do, and how to do, and that's the point of being a good player right now. For now, on screen there will be the Team Killer Crew Rampage, and you see the situation. Oh, it's not only one of the teams, two of the teams, but three and four of the teams. It might be counting so big, but look at that. Paka, while he planned to throw a grenade in front of the enemies, but he was being pressed down. Then it's 0-9 on the kill feed, while to be eliminating Termini's gig. I guess the name is correct, but we see Team Shockwave far being in a problematic zone while being inside in this warehouse. Then there is the Team 99 Esports, which dealt with Team SIR, but still Team SIR are not getting eliminated till now. It's the tag SIR, but they definitely named as some INC Revenge. The team which took the first chicken dinner now struggles to survive on this fourth stage against a team, and that was not any other team, but that was the Team 99 Esports. Let me guess why they took a name of 99 Esports. I hope so they took it because they do know 99 ways to decimated him. I guess so. That's just my guess, but I hope the team would be agreed with me. But for now, let's understand this zone at first, right, gentlemen? You see the center been taken by the Team Pain and Glory, and that just you know gets me in a good sense. Like, hey, this zone is completely supporting Team Pain and Glory, and it's definitely happening for a second time, I guess. But for your kind of information, the competitors are not surviving anymore, and if this continues, no, no one can be able to take out or dethrone Team Glory or Team Pain and Glory for now, or from this night. And if you just participate for 12 finals, if you just be able to win 3 or 4 finals, then definitely you're gonna have 300 or 400 of US dollars in terms of the prize money, because 1200 US dollars for the 12 finals, and the 12 finals should be happening in just 6 weeks, because we do have 2 finals per week. This is the fourth final day for this week, and there will be the fifth final day, fifth final on the next Saturday. I hope so the schedule remains the same. Let's hope for the best. For now, we are watching Team Gurklin Esports. Yes, then suddenly lastly in a city, the biggest city of the Miramar game. Now 12 teams on this fifth stage. Can you remember something? There was 11 teams on the fifth stage on the previous game Mirangle. Now it's 12 teams on this Miramar, and we're just waiting for the first team which would be eliminated. Now we see Rosemary being shot down, and then the vehicle was being crashed. It's Gold Hang Park, which is not leaving the vehicle. The pressure coming in. Oh, he dodged all. That's a surprise. It's 0-9 from the Kufi to be with the lead, then Mupis to be with the lead, then Toki and Vivi to be using with Mini Putin and having a good knock. It's then Team Kirkland Esports, while the losers Logic. And now it's time to get a new shift. Uh-oh, the zone again takes a shift in middle, and that gets Team Pain and Glory in the biggest advantage any team can dream of. It's Team HVs to fight with Team HVNs, Team KK to fight with Team Hope, Team QQ to fight with Team Kirkland Esports. And then Team Kirkland has made a good point by eliminating Team SV from the competition. The SB, the team I'm talking about, which took 9th place, which formed on 9th place after the first game. Now, it's only the final 9 teams are available to just compete for this glory, for this Miramar. Let's hope for the best for the teams, but definitely, gentlemen, it's gonna be 2v, 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 2v1, v1, v1, v1 within this 9 teams. Oh man, did I counted it good? Yeah, 2v, 2v, 2v2. But now the battle has got a good conversion. It's gotta be 2v, 2v2 within 3 teams and 1v1, v1, 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 v1 for the rest of the teams. Now it's Team Pain and Glory, which actually eliminates one of the teams which had one of the players in the remaining, and that was the Team Savan. And yeah, and then it's the grenade. Okay, that was getting connected with NXS. I hope so. What's happening? 99 Esports, they're just having a good reset. Team Pain and Glory, while they have finished the kills, it's the moment. It is indeed the chaos that I'm talking about. Then Team 99 Esports are just trying to find out a good spot, while Shaw takes out a player that leads Team Kirkland Esports to be eliminated. Team KKR Baka Baka, which is in kill feed right now, which is in form. But gentlemen, the teams you're watching right now, every one of the teams only having the single of the players as per the live rankings. But I see from map that Team Pain and Glory, the only team to be available with the 3 of the players, and that means definitely the team is having the support from the teammates, and the team are gonna get out of this game with a good chicken dinner. Again, this might be a bit of a victory for the Team Pain and Glory. Let's go for the Glory. Glory has come up on cool feed while taking out Baka Paka, and that leads Bakada. How Team Killer Crew on Rampage get eliminated, I do not know. Okay, this is a good trace by Night Team VP from Pain and Glory, which actually trusted one, and that gets them their 8th elimination. It's Team 99 Sports, the team which Team Pain and Glory just eliminated. Now they're searching for only one of the players, and that's named as Royal. They do know where Royal is. Going in for the trace. Surprise! Team Pain and Glory has taken the 2nd chicken dinner to none. Was expecting that team would have the 2nd chicken dinner. But it happened. Congratulations for the team for doing a bit of a chicken and for just making it look like, you know, you knew what was about to happen. Okay, as I've shared that it's such a late night at my region. It's 2 and 8 a.m. in the midnight, so definitely I should feel sleepy. Pardon that for now. Give me a second. To be in a comfortable position while I sit, let's talk about the Chicken Dinner squad. Yes, it's definitely the same as the previous ones. The team named as Pain and Glory. Now, how many of the contributions that this is? It's 5 eliminations from the side of Surprise, then 3 eliminations for the set of night MVPs, and then there was the Dowzao Visas. Okay,
What?
Dowzao Visas. Dowzao Visas. That's a good name. I love that. The Z would be hidden. Nice. And back. Look at the damages. Surprise! He can become the MVP of the game. Eligible to be. If we find another player with more than 5 eliminations and more than 800 plus damages, he would be announced as the MVP, the most valuable player today. Now, we just completed 2 the games. We need to witness 3 more games today, and then we'll be watching like which team would be succeeded of taking the championship title tonight, because it's only 12 finals for this Invicta series, and this is the 4th final that you're watching right now with 20 teams. While we see the competition hasn't gone too far, it's still reachable, and the teams which are actually competing with the team Pain and Glory definitely gonna do something from the next very games. I guess the teams are gonna target Team Pain and Glory on the first stage. Okay, that might occur. It's the Thug 16, which became the most valuable player of the night, not for the night, but for the game Miramar, with 4 LMs, 11 and 62 damages, nice, and 2 and 83 at the hills, and 22 minutes and 19 seconds for the survival. You are watching the Invicta series, right? The name should be Invicta. There are 3 organizations behind it. It's TNZ, it's Metaminds, and it's the team, not the team, it's the organization of hope, I guess so. Now, 3 organizations, right, with one of the biggest tournament in this region, and I feel so great to be here. It's an honor to witness your dedication, to just witness your passion from being live. Now, there is no edit, there is no second plan, there was no second correction. It was just from the beginning to the end of pure talent. All of it was a matter of decision making. The IGL, which has taken the best decisions so far, has gotten the their lead from the leaderboard, right? Yeah, let's watch out for the top 5 players from the recent game Miramar. It's Thug 16 at the very beginning, then Surprise at the second, then Toki at third, then Pablo STX at fourth, and SAUC on the 5th position after this Miramar game, but not the overall definitely. For the team Pain and Glory, another 19 points comes forward, and the team definitely took 41 points in total. Then there was Team Thugla Peaceputs with 10 points, Team Nexus Gaming with 8, Team QQ with 7, Team Killer Crew on Rampage with 7 points. 7 points for rest of the 2 teams like 1990 Sports and Next Sports. 6 points for 2 the teams like Bat Squad, Shocker for Reals, Kirkland Sports. 5 points for only one of the team like Savan. 4 points for the team Fighters. 3 points for the team Hope. 2 points for the rest of the 4 teams like All Sing Ice, Reals, Secret Agents, and Veteran team. And then Kinetic Sports were able to take 1 points. Then we see the top overall progress list. It's Surprise with 1462 damages. It's Walkerish with 8 eliminations. It's actually Minis Gig, which took 8 eliminations too. It's Shindra and Toki MVP on the leaderboard for the competition in solo. Now we have seen the overall top progress list. We want to witness the overall rankings. Yes, gentlemen, after the first 2 games, it's Team Pain and Glory to be with the first chicken dinner and then total of 41 points. Look at the gap, look at the gap, look at the gap. It's just for 20 points in the gap in the making, and the Team Pain and Glory has made. Now for the team SIR, it would be tough because they definitely gonna need the 3rd chicken dinner for now if they wants to change the leaderboard as soon as possible. Its team established with which is with 20 points in total, and that's a matter of fact because 20, 21, and 41 are all at first. Team Shaya needs to defend against Team SW. There we see Team G is Prince Kirkland is fourth with their 15 points. Team SBN with the 12 points. Team KKR and next with the 11 points. Team Nexus and Thug with the 10 points. Team THE and KQ and SB with the 9 points. Team Aces with 8, 7 points for two teams like 99 and SA Sports, and then 4 points for the team B13. Fanatic Sports and Hope for with total of 2 3 eliminations. Then it was the team RGs with 12 limbs, and team the 3Ts named as Tok Tesla Tok, which got no points, no chill at all. Gentlemen, you are watching the Invicta series. The first two games are just completed. It was the Irangal and Miramar. Now it's time to witness the third game on Mira, or not Mira, but Rondo. Then it's a Mira, and then it's an Era again. So the story of Mira and Era will be heard from next after we witness a Rondo game. Now, gentlemen, I'm your only single host named as Quickier, called as Kivar Kamori Minobi, from the region of BD, and now it's time to take a break. So let's meet again. Do not go anywhere, huh? I'll be waiting for you guys. Stay tuned. Just give me a second, huh? Hi, gentlemen. You missed me? Here I am. Okay, some of you might be wondering, like, hey, where's the caster? The flight is here, and there's no caster desk. It happens, man. It happens. The match was started, and this is the match that I was talking about. You know that? Yeah, because this is the day of the grand finale. Not the grand finale, like fourth grand finale, because there will be 12 grand finale for this Invicta series, and this is the fourth grand finale, right? And this final as $100 in terms of the prize money. And now we have seen the first two games to be completed. It's the third game of Rondo where we see two of the flight paths, okay, and one of the flight paths is just crossing over and one another. And now the teams really started jumping in on the drop locations. Would be having a total of 160 kills in total, but if and only if the teams are able to take those kills, right? So let's watch out, like in this 160 kills, how many teams just contribute to the 160 kills, and how many teams just complete their mission to compete with the leaderboard at first. Now there's a gap of 20 points with the tabletop with the second competitor in between the topper and the competitors. Yes, but we can definitely count the first top five teams after this third game ends, after this rondo ends. But at first, we see lots of chaos being started, and we will be just going in a browse mood. We'll be just watching out the battles, like how the teams are fighting with and how they're getting those recalls with, right? Yeah, at first the battle should be happening onto the Mayran, then it's on the Tooling's side or Dunching's side, and then you can count the battles in the middle, in on the northern corner of the overall white circle. Now, if we talk about Team Tok, Tesla Tok, the team definitely I'd love to talk about because I've seen them what they're capable of, but now on this very day they have no, they're not having any single points. Okay, they hadn't had any of the points, but that's a matter of fact because how the team treaty would compete with. Oh, there's a good chance. Yeah, on top four. Look at that. There's the team Gurklen Esports with only 15 points, and but just if you just talk about the mission, like how one of the team can be able to take 15 points for a game. Okay, here is rondo for you, where you can count not only 15 points from this game, but if you were that good in terms of domination, you can count more than 30 plus point from this single game, if and only if you are the dominator. Now if we talk about the team Next Esports, then definitely from Dunching it's gonna be a massive chaos, because team Next Esports are definitely gonna idealize like where the teams are and what the angles are saying, stories, like how their stories are gonna be sequenced. Now it's team Thug, yeah, while 04 or 08 being Chris Tower and 04 came up for the support. Yeah, it was 08 to be in a knockout situation, in a bleeder situation, and then 04 made the support. Now is the time for Pablo DSX, and that is such a quick good shot. Okay, once he saw the player on rooftop, he took the shot until unless the player gets taken out. It's the first kill by the team Next Esports on Nexus. Then we see the team All Seeing Eyes on our feed, on our screen. There is the team SVs fighting with the team NXS, and that means some of the teams already lost to the players. But yeah, let's see like which team can have their recall as quick as possible. For our gentlemen, it's going to be team SVs while fighting with the team Axis. Okay, but that's a matter of fact. What just happened? SB, how did they interfere? It's team 3 or B13. Yeah, B13 to be traced out by what? 10k. Okay, not bad. And then there is a weak. Who has got a good plan too? Just trying to cross over the bridge of Sosnovka Miri. What? Not happening. What is going on? SIR? Wow. It was a surprise. I was not expecting that. While I was being lured down to a different topic. Yeah, well, I've seen the previous Erangel, the first game. I've seen how the military island, the main island, made a big impact in terms of the game, how the zone was ended on Malta, and how military base actually played the role. Then on the previous Miramar, we have seen how the teams were struggling to get inside the zone, and now on this Rondo, we can see like how the teams are gonna compete with. Now, definitely, you can count the 19 teams as a steal. You can just count how much points they're taking from this first stage, but you cannot count any of the points for the team SWs as they have missed the game from now. Now the teams are really aggressive. So let us count like which team really starts the game at the beginning, right? It's gotta be Team A's V's, which took 5 eliminations at the beginning, and that's the highest. It's Team KKR, which took 2 eliminations. Team Next, which took three eliminations for the Team Thug, 1 elimination for the Team Nexus, 1 elimination for the Team S, and 1 elimination for the Team Sir, 1 elimination for the Team Glory. Nice, not bad. The Giants are definitely having some of the points, but some rising teams are just, making them think like they were only mocking them out, but the teams were already prepared. It's Team Hope which loses to the players, but then deals with the situation successfully. Now it's the time to make some clutches. Unknown. As soon as he understood there's a player in front of him, just used DBS, and then not a DBS, that son is 12k, but he made up some knocks. But okay, he was definitely scared because he saw one of the player just maintaining a good cover behind that compound. And as soon as he just got scared, he got eliminated from the left angle. Then we see the team Fanatic Esports fighting against one. It's Brandy to be taken out by a team, and it's definitely not having any informations about the eliminated teams at all. So while the team continues the battle, let me take a bit of break. Like, okay, I need 1 of the minutes, and in this 1 of the minutes, just enjoy the pure raw gunfights between the teams. Right? There'll be no commentary in next 1 minute. But before we take the break, let's talk about the 1v1 that is such a good jiggle, but somehow okay, it was a good term. It was a good term. Now it's time to witness the zone. The zone is being supported with Team Glory and some of Team KKR entering in this atmosphere, while Team 3Ts being in a good split, while to the players maintains the Hangshan location, and the rest of the one of the player named as Gems maintaining the southern. Okay, they might count some, but there are 19 teams still standing in the lobby. We have lost teammates at first. They're the first team to be eliminated, right? Yeah, so now, gentlemen, some of the teams are having their recalls, and that's a happy moment for any of the teams out there. So, yeah, let me take the 1 minute of break for now, as I'll come back as soon as possible, I promise. Just 1 minute, and not more than that, not less than that. It was Paranoid from Gurglin, I guess. Okay, knocked out one of the players of Seven, and I hope so Team Seven would be able to rescue up the players again. Okay, but no, it's not going that good for the team. The team is really getting close, but that 1v1 from Young Boy, that is amazing, pretty amazing. But I wish to sing the song like Pretty Little Baby. Okay, now it's Team Pain and Glory with a good shot, with an headshot. That counted real good. Now the team named as the Fighters can really go for the finishes, but okay, he sees another player from the back end. Now it's a loss because Hama XX, Hamas. You can talk about that too. Yeah, Hamas, which actually tried to finish the kill, but I wish he could finish the kill a bit earlier so that the kill wouldn't be stolen. But now the kill was stolen. It's the 19 teams, and it's a perfect time for me as there is no pinning with any of the battles. But we just see Team Taglafi Sports been taking the lead, but now none of the teams are just gonna come close and make this battle into close combat. I guess so, until unless they get not only one but two the knocks. So yeah, let's wait for some time and let's see how the teams are just making the traps, while you see the team 3 took Tislice being in trouble. TKKR, the player was Baka Baka, which eliminates the kill. Then Baka Baka took another knock, while team 3 T's are just getting their rescues one by one, one by one. And now the zone definitely supports in between the Lang Point, Hangshan. So we're gonna see the northern eastern corner, we're gonna see the southern eastern corner, and these two corners are so deadly to just take on. And definitely some of the teams are not scared of this, and they would love to just take an entry from this path. It's team SVN, which eliminates a player after 99 sports. It's team All Seeing Eyes and their player Logic, which eliminated Respect Sir. And then that was like just coming on screen, right? Yeah, it's team Pain and Glory to be fighting with team S, team 99 to be fighting with another one, team S fighting against the Zhao Visas. Okay, I guess so. I pronounced it right. It's team Hamas, and which is in the kill feed against team S, and that's where team S maybe gonna lose out all the teammates. Okay, now team S are just not surviving anymore. But why still I can see 19 teams available? Is it that the team uh, is surviving and I'm just watching it from a wrong distance? I guess it's not. Okay, so there we find another moment. Another moment. It's been such a good knock, but for the team like Pain and Glory, the defense should be more strong as the team comes really close with the team S before even for the teammate comes and joins with team S. Musa uses a grenade. Yeah. Yeah, people will be recalled and the information would be just not understandable because as we wouldn't be understand like who has got the recall and who has not, right? Okay, yeah, I understand that. So let's go. I'm just doing the job with such a good, comfortable person, and he's a respected caster too, gentlemen, and he's a talented one. So yeah, you definitely feel lovely to meet this guy. So yeah, let's meet again on a different day while sharing the custard desk together. But now is the day of me, so I have to continue this stream alone while my brother helps me out. Now, if we talk about the team B13, definitely the team B13 rocks and rolls on, and then we see the team QQ while being terminated by the team B13, right? Yeah, and that's a matter of sad or sorrow. It's only 8 eliminations by the team B13, but did you notice that on to the players left and both of the players are just making 4 and 4 eliminations by themselves in solo, and that's how good that they're playing right now, gentlemen. We are just down to 18 teams still. Let's not watch out for the live rankings because there are some upgrades to be needed on a broadcast, and those will be near future, right? Yeah, but it's definitely in a top notch quality with the API you are watching right now. It's team Fanatic Sports while fighting with team KKR in a close combat, while team HBN loses out move piece. It's team 3 Talk Test Lines, which is interfering with the team SVs, and 3 Talk Test Lines. Yeah, the team named as 3T Sports not only made one of the knocks but two the knocks, and that leads team SV and losing out all of the players, but not actually all. It's still one of the player might be remaining. Oh, look at that! That was a quick move by Fanatic Sports, and I see it named as Sleekzy. Yeah, Sleekzys or Sleekzy 7. But I should pronounce it as Sleekzy. Now the player uses a good smoke. The smoke was delivered accurately, but what was the smoke for? Uh-oh. From such a long range, the player got backstabbed. All his dreams were just shattered into pieces, and there we see the team KKR, which is being interrupted again. It's team Tesla Toki Sports and the player special, which is made a good lead in the kill feed. Then we see Toki MVP while taking out one, and the name is Toki. Okay, not bad. It's team RG again to be fighting against team S. Then we see team Hope. Oh, wow, one of the player named as Rosemary has made the first knock. Is it that the team Hope are not taking any battle till now? It's just the 15 minutes from the time. Okay, would be definitely counting for that. But if you talk about team A is East, then definitely team Aces are having the benefits Okay, and now it's all for logic. Oh, logically he was right to trace out, and he took out the play too, and that was such a nice attempt. He was succeeded. Now it's time to do in one bit clutch. He tried it good, but it was not possible. It was not completed. It is an incomplete clutch, but still, hell, the play did so good and so great too. It's team Tok Tesla Toksh, which is losing the teammates currently right now, and before even they lose out the teammates, they have eliminated the team Real G's, and that's why we saw a tag of RGs. Now it's Team Hope while they loses their players. It's Team KKR while they loses their players, and Team Tok Tesla Toksh would not be surviving anymore. And yeah, I was about to take 1 minute of break, and now I see the fifth stage is here, and that means it's clearly the chaotic zone. The time to start the chaos has begun, or it begins. Let's talk about for the team Nexus Esports. Well, I see team beaten in team. Oh, it was ideas, but somehow the team THE understood that there might be a plane inside of the vehicle, and they have eliminated the whole team. It was 09. Okay, who finished the kill? That's a player named as White32, which made a good use of AUG by delivering a good headshot. And now we see 9 teams only. Yeah, 9 of the teams are remains. Now within the 9 team, there is only 99 esports who is willing to win this battle. I guess so. Team Nix Sport would have eliminated the kill. It was Lawrence who actually secured the knock, but now we still do share 7 more teams to be just taken out the chicken dinner from the game. Let's look out for the zone for now, as we have been focusing for the on-screen teams for a long time, so we couldn't have that time to focus on the overall MBB leaderboard, not the leaderboard but overall result, and after the games that we've just witnessed. But let's forget all of that. Let's keep aside. It's the 7 teams which needs to be at least uh in a head-on-head way. Nobody wants a third party. And now the chaos starts with not only one but 3 teams. Okay, the lead is here. It's Hamas, which made the first knock. Invicta series, the round is running out. Nexa taking out 132. Lost taking out Thug 08. Rigid taking out another one. Then Thug Life Esports, they're not losing only one of the players, but 3 of the players, as I see 09 being eliminated by Naxa. And then Voro has taken out Rosemary. What a danger. It's Thug 04, which is the last guy from the team Thug Life Esports, which is the only person, yes, who can rescue up his teammate and fight against the opponents. Now, for from the team fighters, the kill would be secured. The team known as OB, okay, that was Inspector and Royal. I bet both of them do share their team. Yeah, both of them are from the same team, and that's it. Target was accomplished. Now, gentlemen, we do share only the final 4 teams on this rondo game. Okay, I'd love to request the results should be quick as possible, because we're gonna need a good break. But now let's talk about the team Thug Life Esports. It's from the north, but not anymore. The team would be decimated down to the final top 2 teams. It's Team Nexus Gaming and the Team Finishers, while Team Finishers are just swimming from the lake, and then Team Nexus should be waiting for them to get out on the land. Oh, look at the first knock. Lawrence has started. Yeah, brother, this is gonna be a good battle. If and only if, I hope SS, or our SSR 66 would be able to make a clutch, but that's not gonna happen, as he has been spotted just like that, and it was such a nice finish as like a butterscotch. Team Nexus Gaming is just winning the chicken dinner, and we do know that the results has been put in manually, and I hope so, yeah. And my brother is doing that by himself alone for now, I guess so. Also, I do guess about that because I can understand like how much struggle effort he needs to put in to just make all of this work and to bring this in just one screen. So hats off to you, brother. And let's congratulate the team which own the chicken dinner. That is Team Nexus Esports, gentlemen. And they are not taking a little amount of points, they're taking a massive number of points from this game. Team, let's just count. But before we even count, let's congratulate them at first. It's the completion of the third game, and that means only there are two game remains to just witness which team becomes the winner of this day. It's Royal, yeah, Royal, which who got actually 5 eliminations and 704 damages were there. Definitely, he's a deserving player to be an MVP. Then we see Lost 7, which is with 3 eliminations and yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a good time. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be the MVP segment. We see Lawrence with 6 elims and 764 of total damages from the team Nexus, which is the winner of the Rondo game. Yep, which got the chicken dinner too. And that means, definitely Lawrence can have his entry on the overall MVP leaderboard. Now, if we just move on to the next segment, then we can see the top 5 players from the game. There was Lawrence at first, then it was Royal, then it was the THE SSR 66, it was Thug 04, it was Peter, then Mick 10. Okay, Mick. Maybe I do remember a good caster named as Mick Gaming. Now I see it's Mick 10. Is this a player and a caster too? If you lose that, well, let me know that. Yeah, but let's just drop in some comments. Let's talk about the points, like how much points the teams were able to take. It's Team Nexus which took 24 points. It's Team Fighters which took 15 points. It's Team Thugla Peacecoach which took 12 points. It's Team Panta and Glory which took 10 points. It's Team Bat Squad which took 10 points. Team Next Sports took 9. Team Beaterin team took 9. Team Thok Tesla Thok has been able to take 8 points. 8 points for the team Secret Sports, 7 points for the team Real G, and 5 points for the team Killer Q and Rampage, 4 points for the team 99 Esports, and then 3 points for the team All Seeing Eyes, 3 points for the team Hopes. Some Ink Revenge has gotten 3 points, not 3, but I guess there should have been more points. Berkeley Sports is only 2 points, and then Team QQ has only 1, 7 has only 1, Fanatic Sports has only 1, and Team Chocolate Ripper has nothing. Now we see the top fraggers list. There was surprise on top with kicking wins in 2016 damages. Okay, that reminds me of the year 2016. Very nice by surprise. It's Vakaris with 2114 damages and total 11 eliminations were there. It's Musa with his 8 eliminations and 1561 damages. It's Thug 16 which has got 1747 damages with 7 eliminations. And then there was Pablo SDX from the Next Esports which has got 8 eliminations again and 1398 of eliminations right there. Now the real bargain begins, because we're gonna witness how the competition actually sequences on and on with these 20 teams. Look at this. Team Pen and Glory has become the table topper after being securing some good points with 51 total points. Team NXS has been on the top second with 34, and Team Sir has been able to take the third position with 24. The same point 24 goes for the team THE on top fourth position, and then you see the team for team Thug Life Esports, it was 22 points on top 5. Then it was for the team Next 20 points, 20 points for the team Established, 19 points for the team SP, 17 points for the team GS, and 16 points for the team KKR. this competition is going to be in a good nutshell. Now we see the team S being on top on the second leaderboard on the second page with 15 points. 4 team is Venus with the 13 points. B13 with 13 points. 99 with 10, not 10 but 11. And All Star Seeing Eyes has gotten 11. Kikis has gotten 10. Oh, 9 points for Team RG. Look at that. 8 points for the Team Treaties. 6 points for the Team Hope, and Fnatic has gotten 4 points. Can you believe it? How many points the team is taking down? If any of you are just interested to count all the points like the teams are getting here, then we can count, like, how many points one of the team are taking, and how much points they're just leaving for the rest of the teams to take in. Now we see the today's schedule, and that's in that's completely filled with 5 games. Now we have witnessed the first 3 games. Of the first game there was Team Sir, the next team there was Team Glory, the third game there was Team Managers. Now it's gonna be Miramar again, and we do hope so on this Miramar Energy Sport and the rest of the team. Oh, not bad. It was the team like yeah, the table toppers. They should be back. I was just forgetting the rhythm because I was dreaming on and on. Gentlemen, let me take a bit of break because I'm just a bit of too clingy right now. So yeah, I'll be right back. Stay tuned and make sure to react, hit like and subscribe. The more you do that, the more I'm gonna talk, the more I'm gonna explain competition. So it's a plain thing, just don't miss it. You have heard that I was just repositioning my chair. Okay, that means that I'm getting ready. Are you guys ready? Why? For why? We need to be ready because the competition just is yet to be started. Yes, the real competition begins from now, gentlemen. As there are 5 games per night per finals. Yep, and 12 finals to do to be completing in for this Invicta series. Thanks to the three organizations for just getting together and making this happen. Thanks to Milman, thanks to Tinsis, thanks to Hope for all of this. And now we see the real game starts with Wrangle. This time I see everything's being so flashy and it's like glossy, crystal clear flight path with a crystal clear plane. The flight path starts from Primorsk onto the Milta Power, and the rest of the teams are just gonna head over to the drop direct locations. At first, the Primorsk being marked as the drop location area, and then the ferry pier can be marked as the drop location area too. The military base is definitely going to be marked as the drop located area, and then I hope so. Melta Novoripnoye farm when Melta power becomes the hot drop. But let's see what happens. At first, we see 99 esports been trying to take this Sosnovka Island. Team KKR, while just being in trouble, which is one of the players from the Primorsk. Then on Pochinki, there will be the Team 3T esports like Tok Tesla Toks. And then we see on Primorsk, Team KKR. This was their second player in the count to being eliminated. Now, the zone definitely supports Rozuk as the Rozuk becomes the center. And then definitely the Pochinki, the shelter, the Katka, these locations would be furthermore good because the teams which doesn't have any of the places inside in the zone, definitely on next zones they're gonna come back. For the team Killer Crew on Rampage, it's the end here from this Primorsk, but still the battle continues on because there is not only one of the team like B13 team, there is another team like Pain and Glory, and yeah, the team which we admired to be at the top after these 3 games. Now, you definitely see the rest of the teams to be fighting one against another, and that's it. Now, the team Pain and Glory fights against team B13. This is kind of the same, right? Yeah, but there is a problem. Like, what team RGs are doing? They're taking a Topendra, but how that happened? We'll look at for that. But as I was planning to take the break, so yeah, this time I'm gonna take the break, but you're gonna have some raw gun sounds. But no, it's not that. It's Team Real G's which is not letting me to take a break because they just got eliminated. We just won the eliminations, and that is a matter of fact that the team is gonna going to the team, they're going to have only one of the matches, but how they gonna come back? It's not gonna be happening with just only one of the games. It could have been happening with just 3 of the games or 2 of the games or like 4 of the games, but it's not gonna happen with just one of the games. So that's a really sad news for the teams from the bottoms who got eliminated, because the rest of the 17 teams can clearly continue to the competition and just take a lot of points that are needed to compete on the overall leaderboard. While I say the team QQ from Meta, and there is another team, and that might be the team S, okay, which eliminates a knock, and that's how the knock was converted to a kill. And then Team QQ been stressed out too. How they were so sure that there would be no encounters. I guess that was a mistake to just pretend or predict like no one is coming for you, because whenever they predicted the kind of same scenarios, they have been attacked. and not only simply but brutally. Yeah, now it's Team Secret Esports while trying to be so close to the team and the flanks just to understand like what they can be in and what their plan really is. So let's witness how they find one another. It's Bentley's or Bendids. Okay, Bendids maybe. But look at this. Team QQs. How 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 problematic this is for Team Pain and Glory. The journey ends here. Uh-oh, this is where the battle and the competition begins. Can you believe it? How? Because our tabletopper team, Pain and Glory, being decimated. Now, from those past three games, the points they're holding would be locked onto the points they're holding. It's the same, but yeah, definitely from the bottom teams, like the competitors, they're gonna compete according to the points. This time, clean opportunity comes for the rest of the teams who wants to settle their score because the tabletopper was eliminated. So there would be still chances left to compete for the championship title for the rest of the mid teams. Let's see what happens, but you can count, right? Yeah, Team B13 team has taken already 8 eliminations by just completing 2 the draw clashes or 2 the battles, draw clash battles against 2 different squads, not only one time but 2 number 3 number 4th time. And now we still see some of the teams getting close to this Primor's career, and that's the team All Seeing Eyes, which has their eyes ready and locked on the team B13. I guess now is the time for me to take a break of 40 seconds. Okay, now the time reduces of 20 seconds. How it's happening? Because I have some job to do, and the job is to just verify or request some review for my WhatsApp account, because just a moment ago I just lost my WhatsApp and I need to review it again. So just give me a break until then. You just listen to the raw gunpowder from this Primorsk. I hope the knock is going to be happening. Yes, it is. Matsuda has taken the knock, taking the chance to make the knock. And now it's Team All Seeing Eyes while they cannot gather together, come close to the player while the player is struggling to get rescued. And definitely it's Fragnight. Oh, just a lot of HPs. Look at this. Matsuda has made a second knock again. And that's because of the angles. And now the only two the player remains from the team All Seeing Eyes would be Dansko and Chris G. And both needs to make it quick if they want the teammate live. If that does not, then just let it be. Yeah, they do want it or not. The decision, the fate was secured that the player who is facing the visual casualties, like you know being in problematic zones, cannot just come back further. mm. It's team B13 which took 9 eliminations from the game. That's a bit surprising. Okay, now the zone should be shifted in mid. It takes a bit of mid, but with the southern part, and on southern there is the enormous team SBN. So this team should be the teams who would be just completing the rotations while trying to just get shelter in mind, as this is the Irangal, right? And there would be one more matches left to complete this night, but the real competition begins as I announced, as Team Hope would come up and complete with Team Ace's logic been completely destroyed, and Team All Seeing Eyes wants the rest of the kills. The grenade would be, oh, that grenade was deadly. Unknown who delivered the grenade took out Dansko like that, and that leads Team All Seeing Eyes being in solo, while the player can be traced out by Goal Hang Pa, who is following the player behind that monster truck. Hey, listen, monster truck is a bigger vehicle, while you can just stand and okay, and try to trace the vehicle. Let's talk about Team HVs. while they're fighting with Team S, and Team S are not being able to defend that much, and Team S are just losing out. It's the player from S, Zonashina, John Marshina. Okay, John Marshina, who actually traced one of the players of SVs. That's a matter of fact, but got a backstab by Team ASVs down to the top 13 teams on the second stage where Team 19 Sports started another brawl. Team SVs are losing at the players. Team 99 taking another knock, and Team SVs were losing at the players. One is receiving damage by losing at the players, and one is receiving damage by the damages. And now the battle completes. Wow, what an 1v1 that was. Definitely, it was the SVN 666. I just love that. Who actually encountered from this place. The color purple, which actually reminds me a lot of stories and histories. Now it's time to deal with the next team standing to them and the team. Who should it be? Oh, yes, they have got a clean intro with the grenades in hand. And now you see the team named as Some Ice Reverse, and now not ice but ink, yeah, some inc reverse, and the team is having all of the players of the team. I hope so team SVN does not lose hope even after that. Now top and road be eliminated, lost to be trusted by Shindra. Only 11 team remains. It's Shinra again to be taken on Royal. That leads Team Nexus Gaming being in trouble while they try to get close to the players for the support, but not being able to make any of the knocks, even not being able to stand on feet from that side, that buggy. Now it's Team 99 Esports. Again, Uncle Fate, there's the Team Hope fighting with the Team Rosemary from the Team Hope, fighting with B13 again, and that means B13 are losing this time. Not only one this time, two the players being caught off guard by Team Hope, and that was Rosemary. Nice, I love the name. Now he comes for the rescue, and he can complete the rescue for now. Now I see the battle is just gonna be warmed up. It can be Orson, but both rescues were completed. The 10 seconds to answer the questions. Yeah, I'm done with WhatsApp. Sometimes it actually makes bigger problems. Like, hey, I don't understand why WhatsApp gets logged out automatically, and then just I have to make some reviews, and then it gets me back my account after 24 hours. I do not know what's going on. But if we talk about the new location Botier, gentlemen, how do you like Botier till now after this new update, right? Let me know that by the comments. Now I'd love to watch out for team next esports. Oh wow, to be delivering the grenade towards team SW, while Pablo DSX showed us a lot of skills on the previous game, and now it's time again to battle on 99 Esports while fighting with the team Hope, and then team Next or Nexus, yeah, losing out their Hope, while team SW gets all of the points beneficial. And now look at the 1v1 of Respect Sir, who took another one with a pump shotgun. And now it's Team Next Esports to be just defending against SW again. Okay, there's the Team 99 fighting with the Team Hope. Only 9 team remains. It's the top 9 teams, I guess. Okay, there was the Team Glory, Pain and Glory, which is not surviving anymore, and that means the table toppers are not available. So it's a perfect momentum. The grenade goes, it makes a lot of damages, it cannot make the knock. And now Respect was being traced out by SW Shinra with an stealth can. That's how Team Next Sport got eliminated. Uh-oh. I was watching for some of the informations. Now I see Team 99 Esports been trying so desperately to trace out one, but that reflex is something else. Well, unknown would get out one of the player, and then just the second knock was made in an instant. The support was top notch, but the trace of Bucky was something else, something out of this world. But oh, what was that? What is that? 99 Esports and the player Gabix 12. What? He just only used the red dots to trace out the player while he was in a buggy? It's too dangerous, gentlemen. Gentlemen, we're down to the top 7 teams, right? We see the team 99 Sports available. We see the team SIR being available. We see the team SWSV and Thug, team Kirkland Sports, and team Tok Tesla, Tok Esports. To be able to continue with this stream, it's team 99 Esports, and now you see team 99 being just farther away from 700 meters. But why is that? It's gonna be the new zone after just 4 seconds. Definitely they're gonna be outside, but how long? The school and the boat yard being supported for the stage, and Team SW somehow made a quick entry, but before even they enter into the atmosphere of the white circle, somehow. Okay, what's going on? Why Team 99 Sports are just following an empty path? Okay, it's Team 99 who wants to get inside on the first zone, but the battles are not starting yet. Oh, it's started. Shikhar Ice, who just made a good knock against Easily. Oh, his name's Easily. I see the name. Such a nice name. There was a taxi. Acha, tax Z. Special and James. This is a iconic name like James. Okay, it's Kirkland Sports again. Kirkland needs to be careful. Toki uses a mini 14 and makes a good knock. Blake Nulla makes a good finish, and then only the top 7 remains. Now we see Team Kirkland Sports being on the edge, being on such a great position, and now knows what to do, how to do, and when to do. And definitely, I think so. If they can maintain their positions, this chicken dinner is gonna come for them. But if we talk about the neighbor teams, then definitely they're gonna let them show up in front of them. Kirkland for Team Taglife Esports, it's been not a good thing that to be restored via vehicle. And then okay, now it's some INC revenge on screen while they do compete with their own teammates, own vehicles, but somehow Shikhar Ice sir can be traced out on the or from the outside of the zone. Oh, look at the zone. The zone is completely supporting Team Kirkland Esports from now on. And now it's time for Team 99 Esports to be removing Team SIR from their path. Only one of the more players to go to eliminate Team SIR, and look at that. Team Sam INC Revenge cannot continue the game further. It enters the final top six teams to just decide that which team can take out the chicken dinner from this game. I guess Team Thug Life Esports. Okay, it's gonna be a good attempt by the team, but hey, there are some competitors. The competitors should be Team Talk Tesla Talks, Team Kirkland Esports, and Team Thug Life Esports. But there can be another competitor, and that is Team 99 Esports. But how Team Thug Life Esports are just dreaming of achieving the top-notch target. That's from the explanations, but I need to explain those two if you want to understand that. Let's talk about 14 SW, which actually got the first knock, and then it was the rest of the players to make the second knocks too. But for Team Kirkland is put and for Team SW Sports to be attacked at the same time is kind of a bad thing for the teams to be competing in, because this is the very fourth game, gentlemen, and there will be just only one of the games left to complete the tournament. But look at this 99 esports, how precise they are while tracing a bucket, tracing a vehicle. Then we see Team SW being able to use grenades and just trying to make some leads. But can he? I guess it will be. Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness, that was not only one but two but three. Is it gonna be three? Okay, he was about to trace his own teammate, but no, it should be a three. Yes, it's a clutch. It's a 1v4 clutch. That was quick. Okay, MVP from Team Kirkland Sports made a clutch, but not only once, he needs to do it twice. He only asked for the grenades. Now he uses one of the. Okay, he goes for the first rescue. The grenades are gonna come in soon, but before the grenade even makes any damages, he needed to survive more. But now Team Kirkland Esports would not be able to survive anymore. It's Team Thug Life Esports, which actually used a lot of grenades, and with the help of those grenades, they have eliminated the team. But if you talk about in these four teams, then which team is worthy to take the chicken dinner, right? That's a matter of fact. If you talk about Team Thug and Team Thug, this light talks, then definitely the team thugs and Toktek light talks just stands a chance, because it's gonna be a 4v3 v2 v1. So the only team which has one of the players remaining, and that'll be Team SVN, I guess so. But the team Shockwave, SW also has to the players in the counts. Team Thug Life also has for the players in the count, and then Team Thug Life wants to take the chicken with them. Thug 09 starts with a good spray that takes out tags. Oh, then the vehicle gets blasted. It's took Tesla Tokes. Okay, and there was James to be tracing out. Toke Tesla Tokes only has one of the players remaining. Tries to get close to the team SVN before even SVN reacts. Like 08 eliminates the player, and then 09 comes close sweet, and then eliminates Team SW Supreme, and that's all, my lord. It's gonna be the end of this fourth game, and there will be just one of the games left to be in a judgmental mood, like which team can become the champion. But look at the final finish. It is Thug 09 to be finishing the final blow, and Thug Life Esports has come up with a good victory with the best three contenders so far. And now the real game begins, because this is the first time where the tabletopper team would be dethroned, and then a new tabletopper team would be occurring now. So let's go and just make some compliments for the chicken dinner teams, as we want the visuals to be here for the team and the collections. It's the winner chicken dinner, and definitely the team is expecting a lot of points by the game. Wow, that's on the lord. It's a really good journey with the competition. Per week there are two finals, and per finals there are $100 of prize money. And that's not only all. You got three packages, wow, from this Invicta series. Let's talk about the chicken dinner stats. It's Team Thug Life Esports, definitely, where Team Thug Life could have been able to take only 8 eliminations, and that built them a total of 18 points from the game. I hope so. That makes a huge impact on the leaderboard. Then, if we talk about Team B13, then it was Mick 10 who got 6 eliminations and 741 total damages, who survived 11 minutes and 32 seconds. And that's not all, my lord. Team B13, Mick 10. I hope so. He'll do great in upcoming near future too. Now, it is the time for the MVP, and it's the time now for the top 5 players list. On the recent game, it's Mick 10 to become the MVP with 6 elims. It's the 16 to become the MVP with 5 elims. It's Team XYK from Italy to become the MVP with 4 elims. It's Team 99 MO Enik. We are actually who got 4 elims too. It's Shindra from SW who got 5, who got 5th position with just only 3 kills. And that's a matter of luck. Gentlemen, you were watching the Invicta series, right? Yes, this is the one-day grand finale and this is the 4th grand finale. Let's watch out the 4th result. The 4th game has been completed. We only do have one more match left to settle the score for this finale, for this $100 prize money. It's the Thug Life Esports which took 18 points. It's Shockwave for real who took 14 total points. It's 99 Esports which took 13 total points. It's Team B13 team which took total 11 points. It's Team Some Nice Revenge which took 9 points. 7 points for two teams like Dirtly Sports and Team 7. 6 points for two teams like like Team Hope and Team Focus like Hooks. 5 points for the Team Secret Sports. 3 points for the Team Bat Squad. 2 points for the Team Legacy Sports. QQ got a lot of points. Real G's and All Singers. Killer Tree on Rampage. The Fighters, Pain and Glory. The teams just actually broke their heart. Now, gentlemen, only one of the matches left to be deciding like which team would become champion of this tournament. So, without further delay, let's be right back after such a short little break because this time I'm gonna be needing the break. Indeed, that's the truth. So let's be right back. Then we'll just go to the test. Hey, gentlemen. Wow, we just made it to the four games, right? Yeah, the first four games are completed. Now it's the final game that is started. Yes, the flight path. This flight path will decide like which team can become eligible to be crowned as the winner of this fourth finale, right? There are 12 finals for the event. Yeah, for this series, it's the Invicta series by three organizations: Metaminds, Team TSZ or TNZ, my bad, and the team Hope esport. Not team but the organizations I'm talking about. Definitely these organizations to have some of their own teams, right? Yeah, but let's talk about this final flight battle, like what can happen and which team can become the champion after this game. That's a really big fact here, and because of the fact, yeah, the competition is running smooth. For now, look at the flight path. The flight that starts from Patuna and on to the Lakaruria side. On Los Linus, we see the first clash. On Chumasara, we see the team QQ. And Patuna, we see the team Hope. On Picado, we see the teams jumping good. That's the team TS. I see. Okay, not bad. Okay. We can count to the places as the drop clash location. Then I see on San Martin. Then I see on the La Cobreria, but no, that's not happening. From Picado to the Los Linus, it's Team 3 to 3D Sports. Yeah, and now Team 3Ds needed a revenge. Easily took out one of the player. And now Tax Z switches the weapon to the shotgun to the fullest, is enjoying the moment, paranoid, while he took out Plague Nalla, and then we see Toki and VP taking out Docs, RG Docs. Now it's Tags and his teammate. It's definitely gonna be not only one but two. Oh wow, what a mission! What a mission! How they completed the mission. Look at that! It's the first four elimination points by the team Tok Tesla talk. Then we talk about the Hasi and the pattern where another battle occurs. It's definitely going to be the team Real G, which loses to the players and also secures one of the player of Team Kirkland. But now Team Kirkland, all they decides is to just get close real quick. And before even Team Real G makes a new knock, oh, it's gotta be the final finish and not Logic, who has such low in HPs, got eliminated, but Toki and Vivi we just won the HPs. Real J is being eliminated. Only 15 team remains. Yes, the battle is just yet started, and the teams are just getting eliminated one by one. We see three teams missing the game, like S Team, FNC, like Fnatic and Team All Seeing Eyes. And to the teams being eliminated, now is the time for the team B13. While the loses to the players, only the rest of the team remains, and now the team uses the utilities, and if and only if the utility gets connected to the right place. Now we see Respect being taken out one of the player, and then Matsuda using a good grenade. Oh, and look at that knock finish by Matsuda by B13 team eliminates team next sport from now with only 12 eliminations, and on the very fifth place we're down to the final 14 teams to be fighting for the glory, to be fighting for the championship title. It's got to be the team 3Ts with the first four eliminations. They have opened up their kill feed. It's got to be the team B13 with their first 4 points. It's got to be the team Garklin Esports with their first 4 points. But uh, there are more two teams which took some points but couldn't continue to the game. It's Team Kirkland Esports, for now, gentlemen, by the Team 99 Esports to be eliminated, and Team Kirkland are not surviving anymore. So, what's the point? The point is to keep consistency. And that's the real answer. Yeah. So, and to maintain the consistency, you need to maintain the decisions according to the match, not according to like what you have planned, because sometimes your plan might not be as good as with your actions or with the situations. So you should make sure Mm, okay, okay. Mm, okay, okay, okay. The situation. Oh wow, that was tough. That was tough. I was not expecting that. It's late night. I cannot shout that much, but the way I'm shouting, I guess it's not going with the vibe. But okay, I hope you do understand. It's a shockwave FR. Oh, wow, that race was such a good one. He never misses, and that's for sure. Oh, the encounter was like the first one. It's Harkit. Now it's Termini's gig was getting stressed out by Mopis. Okay, okay, Team SVN being real good, but okay, does they know? Do they know? No, they do not. They didn't knew. There was a player from Shockwave for real from that back angle, and now Team Shockwave for real waits to finish Young Boy, but Young Boy couldn't understand where the player actually is, while instead it trying to trace out the vehicle which was being used by Team Shockwave far to get close to the team, and now it's time for another 1v1. Yep, the player is using the pre-fires and got taken out by Young by 41k with an still in hand. And now XYK needs to get the support, but Young Boy alone himself finished out the rest of the players with just switching a gun too quick to the UMP 45. And now it's only the final two teams, and the 12 teams says only one of them can become the new crowned champion of this finale, right? Okay, this is the fourth finale today. I see Team Bat Squad from Graveyard. I see Team Bat Squad from Minas Generals too. What's happening? What's happening? SV, SIR, NXS, Glory. This team's playing it good. The zone being centered with Hacient the patron. But from La Cobreria ICT SVN being so safe and secured about their position that no one is around them right now. hmm From El Pozo, it's Team KKR being on the southern western part. There is the team NXS to be on the southern mid, and there I see the team from the San Martin, from the Hacienda del Patron City. So the teams are just still on the southern to be just getting in close, and that's it. It's super simple. All you need to do is to just be sure that you become the last team standing, and that's it. You'll just have enough points to be on top. But definitely, you should be the real competitor from the previous games, right? Only then you will be able to just make out the finishes. For now, it's Team Nexus gaming on screen, which actually started the game in a bit of passive and now in such a good place. It's like the higher hill where they can gather a lot of informations by watching the rest of the close areas or areas close to them. And now we see the Team Killer Crew on Rampage doing the same, making the rotations. Team Pain and Glory doing the same, making the rotations. And this is the team, gentlemen, which is going to become the champion. But if and only if they can make the consistency. But somehow, if the team gets eliminated at this stage, then the dreams will be shattered. For now, in Tagla Esports, just trying to identify where the players are coming in, and then the team hope while being just they're just hoping about about what? Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to being in a stable form, but somehow the vehicle was more stable than me. It just got a good flip, but still the vehicle got on track while I did not. Oh, that's the difference between me and the game. It's unknown. It's his own teammate Rosemary, and only two of them continues through the zone. The San Martin location becomes a good spot for a hide and seek, but nobody is trying to hide and seek. All of them are just trying to maintain their territory. Everyone knows about them, and just 12 teams from this second stage where you only do share 2 minutes of time to be getting a new zone shift, right? So that's a matter of fact. The next zone is gonna get coming out. Come out, come out. Some INC revenge. Tagged as SIR. Okay, they were taking decisions to be on a good warehouse. I see Team Nexus Gaming from the top of the mountain, and then it's Royal. Okay, with an aim for 16 by 6 times scope, and then I see Team Nexus Gaming to be mad. There is the Team Hope. While the lose unknown, there is the Team Lawrence. Even Hope gets a second knock. Nexus gets a counter knock, while Hope loses one, and one of the player is in the format of being back to the lobby or getting back to the lobby. I hope so. He'll not. He'll be able to continue to the competition or through the competition. Now, the time should be waited for the next third stage. The teams are really too quick to be in a good battle. Nice angle. Then it's the time to get a new zone. And look at that. This third zone will decide if the battle starts from the third zone or not. Yes, the third zone is just completely supporting the San Martin Jacinto pattern and water treatment, but somehow it supports the water. At first, Team Pain and Glory would continue to the rotation to just be in on the inside on the first stage, and there might be some other teams to follow them, and they need to be careful about their back too. But for this game, Team Energy, oh, not the team I'm talking about. This is the Team Hope. Yeah, the team actually loses one of the players. Actually, before I even start this event, I completed 6 more games just 35 minutes ago while I started this game. And that is a BDB, and that is the biggest tournament in my region currently running right now. And that means I'm super excited and super energetic, and I just wasted my energy on that too much, and there was no plan to do the event today. But yeah, somehow it's my luck that I can have a good time to just meet with you guys and show you skills like how you're playing and how you're reacting to. Indeed, the Team Nexus Scouts, the 99 Esports Scouts, but also makes some time for them to get some decisions. It's Team okay, Glory to be interrupted, Team Thug to be interrupting, and then Shikar Aishar to be eliminated. For a team like Path and Glory, this is not going that good because Hook, just like Hook, would just trace them all out. one by one, but not being able to complete the trace mission. Then for team Tesla talk, it will be easily would be eliminated for now, and that's the first player that took Tesla talks are counting. Like, what the hell? How that happened? But before even they understands what is happening with them, the players will be eliminated and their death crates will be done and dusted. And that's the matter, because no one is just giving you an opening. You just have to make it for yourself. Just make it for now. It's completely gonna be the next 25 seconds, the final time that you're gonna have if you're outside in the zone, because after this 20 seconds the new zone is gonna get shrinked, and it's almost in a new shrink. So if the fourth zone becomes or just comes in, you should assume that the teams won't have enough time left to just defend or just hold on to a different place or hold on to a place. The zone completely supports the Hacienda side, the water side. Even the zone completely supports the alphabetically water on the treatment side. But now the center, yeah, has been taken by one of the teams, and feels like, okay, we see Team QQ being in trouble. It was Brandy who makes the knock, and then Sam who secures the knock with the mini 14. Team QQ's kill was stolen. Then for the team next or Nexus, yeah, next is for, I see that the team was eliminated. Nope, there was two teams. One is the Next Esport, another was the Nexus Esport. Now the Nexus survives with the highest number of kills. Yeah, this is the Nexus Gaming, not Nexus Esports, but yeah, they're an esports lineup, so you can expect some of the things. But now we see the 11 teams, in the terms of counts. Okay, this is special that Took has got a good player named as special. But did you see that spray was something else, something out of this world, where he just opened the crosshair and he just connected one of the shots to the head, and then it's Baka Baka to be encountering, then a weak Lala to be encountered. He encountered two. He made some knocks. Then it's Team 3 T Esports. The Toke, this guy Tokes. Crash. Somehow he understood that he was about to be ran over by a buggy by Honey. But even after understanding, before the actual accident takes place, actually he got eliminated by the own vision that he was visioning, like, hey, the vehicle is gonna come for me, it's gonna take me, it's gonna finish me, it's gonna knock up my whole team with me. This is the last match, I do not have any more times left. What should I do, what should I do, what should I do? While he was thinking like what should he do, the vehicle ran him over or ran over him, and then he got eliminated. Down to the top 10 teams, let's talk about the team KKR. While they had a good split, they do have it's two split, but it's not the best position to be holding on, because they do have a good neighbor team, and that's the team 99 esports. And gentlemen, look at this, the new zone is here. Now the southern becomes chaotic, and QQ waits for a good time to just get a good path to just being on the next fifth stage that is in front of us. Now we'll only have 1 minute and 20 seconds of time to just get this zone being shrinked, and there we go. Another team has gotten eliminated. It's Team B13 team. Okay, and now there are no more. Team B13 were able to take 5 points from this game. Now it's the 9 teams. Yes, final 9 teams to play for the crown, and just a bit of question like which team can be crowned, because the table toppers, I feel like they were about to be disappeared, but no, they are alive. Yes, they are alive, gentlemen. The team Bat Squad, which is in the center of this fifth stage, right? And this Hacienda del Patron, this zone completely loves the Hacienda. And look at that. This little circle just covers alphabetically end and Definitely, this is the last game. So, yeah, you can get a good rhythm because it's the end of this night. It's the end of this night's finale. It's the end of this night's hashtag fourth finale because we have 12 finales and this is the fourth finale you're watching right now. Look at this. It's 99 Esports. While oh, he betrayed her just like that. Weak Lala finished him out. Weak Lala actually did it in a super quick move that I was not expecting. So these players are just moving super quick as like I'm watching on 1.5 speed of YouTube video. I do not know if I'm just watching this character or not because I'm just feeling too sleepy too at the same time because of the midnight. No, almost at the morning at my country and my region. I just wasted the whole night while watching this stream, but not wasted because there are lots of skilled players and I'm not doing or I'm just not feeling regretted because these are the skills that I needed to see because the players are just reacting too good at the same time at the right time at the just right place. And now it's Team 7 whom you can see being in trouble. It's Team Some INC Revenge who being in trouble. It's Team QQ, uh yeah, who is in trouble too. Oh my goodness, the chaos is started. It's the biggest chaos right now. Team 7 being eliminated because the Team Nexus Gaming and the grenade was accurate. Team KKR are losing the teammates, and that's it. That's it. Maybe this is gonna be the almost end for the Team KKR as the loses three. But no, it was the end of for Team Science Revenge. Oh shit. Team Hope was also eliminated. Science Revenge was also eliminated. Only the final five team remains. It's Vakaris by the Team Glory. And now they're trying to trace out KQ. Then it's Team SVs fighting with another one. And now the table toppers were being dethroned. Team QQ's being eliminated. Waiting to the final three team gentlemen. And the player was transferred out just like that. But Trout IGL from the Team SV, the team named as Bat Squad, which has 6 eliminations so far. It's gonna be a 4v 2 situation between the two the teams like Nexus Gaming and Team SV. But if like team because of the manpower of Team Nexus Gaming, it's going to be too easy and yeah, easy peasy. That should be a lemon's lazy, but I guess should him Nick just want to miss this opportunity, this golden opportunity to just become the new crowned champion of this fourth finale. Let's go for the grenade from Tryout, and Tryout used the grenade goes in right place, it deals some damages, and then look at that, Sam made the first knock and Royal made an encounter, and that's how Team Nick just gaming finishing the game with style. Band Squad finished the game on top second with total 6 eliminations. That definitely taking 12 points, but congratulations for the Team Nexus Gaming for taking out the final chicken and finishing the finale, this finale, with a phenomenal victory and walking away with smile with a proud feeling. I hope so, but how does this affect the overall leaderboard? That's a matter of fact because only the 5 games for the night until finals, right? $100 for per night, per finale, and yeah, per week we do only have we'll be having 2 of the finales. So that's it. This is the fourth finale of this second week, and this was just the second week. There will be 6 weeks, and there are 4 more weeks actually to be covered by the grand finale, right? Because the prize pool of Invicta series is $1,200. Hey, let's congratulate the team Nexus Gaming because they took not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 17 eliminations, and they've got 10 of placements too because of the bonus, but they were become the last team standing for Globin. Look at that. They've taken 27 points by this game, and definitely they can be crowned as the new champions. Now let's go. let's go for the champions. Yeah, without further delay, gentlemen, it's time for us to witness the champions. And yes, with the final chicken dinner by Team Nexus Gaming on this final game with two chicken dinners and 35 of eliminations and 26 of placement points with a total of 61 points. Team Nexus Gaming with the final chicken final finishing, they are crowned as champions for this finale. And the team that was like pain and glory should be the first runner. But hey, congratulations for the Nexus Gaming. Make sure to spam all the comments that is supporting the team Nexus Gaming, and yeah, make sure to just drop some applauses for the team, like how they struggled and how they have just, they were successful of becoming the champions, right? Yeah, let's talk about the team Glory. And yeah, Team Glory has become the first runner-up today. Team Thug Life Esports has become the second runner-up today. And Team Sir means Some INC Revenge has become the third runner-up today, 37 points. And Team SBS has become the fourth runner-up today with 34 points. This is the top 5 teams. Congratulations for you guys. For Team SWC, it was 34, the same points. Oh wow, the competition was top notch. Look at this. For Team KK, it was 29 points. For Team B13, it was 29 points too. 28 points with the team GEs and 28 points with the team 99s too. There was 26 points for the team HBN, there was 24 points for the team THE, there was 24 points for the team Next, 20 points for the team S, 19 points for the team Fritties, Kifties with 15, Hope with 13, Aces with 11, Artists with 11, and Defenses with 4. And that's the total leaderboard, gentlemen. You were watching Invicta series, and this was the fourth finale, and I was the only host quicker for the night. Congratulations for the champions, Nexus Gaming. But now let's talk about the overall top fraggers. And now after these 5 games, surprise from Pain and Glory becomes the most valuable player of the night of this finale, of this one-day finale, with 15 eliminations in 5 games and 2,108 of total damages, and the carry reach was 3.75. So averagely, he took 3 eliminations per game and almost touching to the fourth. Then the competitors were Thug 16 from Thug Life Esports, Walker is from his own team like Pain and Glory with 12 eliminations, 2,024 and 33 total damages. It was the Toki MVP player from Gurkleen Esports and Mix 10 from Team B13. Wow, 13 and 14 eliminations were there. All of them were competing so good. Damn, they just made it so hard. And that was too quick. I didn't even realize like how quickly they were moving, how quickly they were deciding, how quickly they actually were just doing sprays precisely, and that was connected too good. Even some of the shots from Miramar was just authentic. It was like, the player knew like what the player was following on, and they just traced the trails and just made these sprays, and those sprays were just real good. That those dealt some headshot damages. Wow, that's the real damage I was talking about. Now today's schedule, you can see that right on the first game it is the team Some INC Revenge, the second game is the team Pain and Glory, and the third game is team Nexus Gaming, and the fourth game is team Thug Life Esports, and on the final game is the team Nexus Gaming. Look at that, how they completed the film. Like in the 5 games they have taken 2 chicken dinners, and that's where the success begins. It was the 4th finale there on Saturday. Next Saturday would be not next, but yeah, on the next Saturday would be walking through the 5th finale for this Invicta series. So for now today, let me take the end, gentlemen. I was your only host, Quickie Arc. I hope you liked it, loved it. And I hope not because of me, because of teams those were participating. That's it, gentlemen. For today, let me take the end. Good night for my region, and have a good day for your region. That's it. I love us to you all. Bye. Bye bye. Ta-da.